Marietta College is excited to present their Nonprofits Lead Conference again this year. Director of Nonprofits Lead Shannon Chop and Heather Miller are here to tell me more. Thank you guys so much for joining me today.
Good morning.
So can you start by just telling me a little bit about what this conference is?
Yeah, so Nonprofits Lead is really excited to host our annual capacity building conference this year. So each year we bring 200 plus nonprofits to Marietta College to talk about capacity building. So we find areas that maybe they could use some support in, like finances or IT or HR, and we find subject matter experts to present workshops on that so our nonprofits can hear directly from nonprofit experts that are local in the area and help them build their capacity.
Okay, so how can people attend this conference?
Yeah, so they can register online. Registration is currently open through May 1st. We are really excited to promote an early bird price right now of $70 per person, which is all inclusive. So all of your meals, all of your swag, all of your everything that you'll need throughout the day, that's all inclusive, and that price is valid through next week, and it'll be $80 a person through May 1st.
Okay, and so who is it open to? The community, specifically people working in nonprofits, other organizations?
Yeah, so this conference is open to anybody who works for, serves, volunteers, maybe is on the board of, or even donates to a nonprofit. We know that nonprofits are supported by a variety of different people, and so we want everybody who interacts with them and supports them to feel supported by this conference.
Okay, and so what does it mean for you guys to bring this conference? I think before the show you were saying 15 years now.
Yeah.
What does it mean to you guys?
I'll let you answer that one.
It's fantastic. We get to support people who are doing wonderful work and the work that they're doing. We get to provide networking opportunities. It's really a way to bring our community together, invest in our community, have them come to Marietta College, bring in experts, but also the people who come, the volunteers, the leaders, they're experts too of our own community. And so the whole day is just, it's a wonderful day full of good work and good people and good ideas.
Okay, when and where is it happening?
Yeah, so it's Wednesday, May 13th, 2026, and it's from 8 to 3:30. We'll start in the morning, and then we'll wrap up actually with some live music, an ice cream sundae bar, and some trivia, and some prize giveaways as well.
Okay, and is there anything else you guys would like to highlight about this event?
I don't think so.
I think any nonprofit in the area or any community organization or anybody who works with volunteers should be welcome to come and bring everybody they would like to. There's so much that they can do.
Amazing. Well, thank you both so much for coming in this morning to talk about it.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
And we'll have more coming up right after the break.
Fantastic.